Welcome back to another episode of Whitetail Bushcraft. Today we're going to do a gear review on one of the great Ethan Becker's design knives. This is the BK7. I've always wanted to have one of these knives, and what I was looking for when I acquired this knife was a survival knife. Big difference in a bushcraft knife. I have several bushcraft knives. I was looking more for a survival knife. Bushcraft knives, going out camping, having fun in the woods, where I think a survival knife is a knife that's going to help you get out of the woods and get back into civilization if you are in an emergency or survival situation. I also set myself a few conditions, if you will. I wanted a knife in that $100 range that could be customized with maybe spending tops $100 range. And I wanted an American-made knife, and I wanted a knife with a 7-inch blade. And a plus on this, I actually purchased this from an American company, a guy named Tom Shaka. He's been in business for a long time. It's a family-owned business. Originally JHL Supply in 1956. I think his grandfather started it. He jumped into business 1996 with the HVAC company part of it. I'm an HVAC guy myself. But he also was a Marine. I want to thank him for his time and service. And he started a campingsurvival.com, which is a great site, guys. It's got something for everybody. For hunters, for campers, survivalists, preppers. He's got everything from fire starters, water filters, MREs, clothing, knives, brand new KaBar knives, even used knives. I really like that, where you could do you can save a little money if people are on a budget. But he's right out of Sanford, North Carolina. He's got a YouTube channel himself. Great guy. Hopefully I'm going to be doing a lot more business with him. I've seen a lot of things on his site that I'd actually like to purchase. But let's get back to this. I want to show you in the box how it comes, in the mail. He did send it free shipping, which is great. I do enjoy the Becker knives. I've never owned a BK7, and I always wanted to. I hear a lot of hubbub about it, and we're going to definitely try it out. Comes protected with the cardboard when you first get it. Beautiful knife. Looks pretty sharp. Comes with a sheath, and we'll talk about this sheath. Nylon sheath. And a little pouch, and it has a place for another BK knife that fits right in there. And their little brochure on the Becker knives. I think Ethan Becker is a very good knife designer. I've always wanted to own one of his Becker knives. Like I said, I was looking for a survival knife, not a bushcraft knife. This is a combat utility knife, field knife, which should be an all-around survival knife. I was looking for something with no serrated edge. I wanted a full, as much blade as I can get. I don't even want a choy over here. And you can see Ethan Becker's not real big fan of a choy. I don't like my fingers near the blade. I like it protected behind the safety here, which I call as a safety. This is a 1095 carbon Crovan steel. The big thing about that, it's very easy to sharpen. If it's a survival knife, you're not going to be always carrying a whetstone with you or something to sharpen. You may end up having to sharpen this on a rock by the side of the creek. And this metal is a very easily sharpened metal. 7-inch blade, clip point, and not too sharp of a clip point to where I could still baton with this. Full tang all the way through, and you can actually see it. I do like that you can actually see the tang. And if these handles broke off, no big deal. You know, this knife is still usable. Place for a lanyard, and I'll definitely put a lanyard. Now the handles, we'll talk about the handles too. I'm hoping to customize that someday. Maybe use some antlers and make me some skins out of that. Go to wood maybe. That's something in the future, but for now I think I'm going to wrap it. And I've even seen guys where they burn a scale in this with a wood burner to give a texture to it. But it weighs 12 ounces, so it's a meaty knife. Definitely a mid-size to large knife. Plenty of real estate to baton with. Bowie style. 3/16 of an inch thick, which is awesome. And I am going to take some of this powder coating epoxy off of this, just so I'll be able to do a fire steel. And as it wears, you know, maybe I'll take it all the way off. But for now I'm going to leave it just to see how it looks. I don't mind a scratched up knife a little bit. Makes you not look like a new guy. It's 56 to 58 on the Rockwell hard scale. Overall, almost 13 inches, 12 3/4. Clip point, so it is tactical in somewhat of a way. Any knife is tactical. And when I do say survival knife, you know, the best survival knife is the one you have on you. So I'm just trying to get a better one. Heard a few people complain about this thumb ramp here. I got one of them fat long thumbs. And I get over that pretty good, and I actually put the point of that in the joint of my thumb, and it feels very comfortable that way. You could definitely do some camp chores with it. I know I could skin something with it. But all in all, I think I'm going to be happy with this knife. It's got a head buster there, glass breaker. It's got a flat grind, but not a full flat grind. If you can see in that camera, you do have a spine, so I think that makes a tougher knife. I guess a saber grind, if you will. And the BK KaBar, New York, USA, proudly in there. BK7. Looks like it's fairly sharp. I'm not going to touch it. The edge, just kind of take it out right out of the box and do the field testing. And if we need to sharpen it out there, maybe we'll do it with a stone or something. A little bit about the sheath. I knew coming into this knife I wasn't going to keep this sheath. It's got MOLLE attachments. I think it was designed more when the nylon fad was in. It's a little clunky when you put the knife in. There's no retaining at all. I mean, it would fall right out without it being clipped in. And even clipped in, there is noise. So I wouldn't want to be stalking deer or anything like that with something that's going to wiggle around a little bit. But I wasn't worried about that because I'm definitely going to go to a Kydex and maybe possibly a leather sheath. I'm kind of going towards the Kydex. I'm thinking of a taco Kydex. Went ahead and added the grip tape. You know, get that at your local big box for $2-3, and you got extra. Makes a huge difference. I could see that smooth finish. Just, you know, if it was wet, it definitely gets slippery. No sense in getting hurt, but that makes it feel nice. You ain't losing that. And it don't look bad. Awesome. Also wanted to show you how sharp this comes right out of the box. I haven't put this on a whetstone, haven't tried to sharpen it a bit. This is right out of the box how sharp it comes. It's a fairly sharp knife. So definitely, you could definitely put a nice razor edge on this knife. Awesome. Alright, part 2, we'll take this out in the field and do some testing. But I did want to show you, I did take off the powder coating on the spine here. That way I'll be able to strike a fire rod, and I put a lanyard on it. But definitely, guys, in the meantime, go check out Camping and Survival. You'll definitely find some great products there. And also, they have a $300 giveaway every month, so make sure you guys enter to win that. It's all on survival gear and prepping and stuff. But definitely, until next time, thanks for always being out there. I'm Nick with Whitetail Bushcraft. I'll catch you on the next video. I almost forgot. The one thing that I always want to make sure a survival knife's going to pass a test, it's the VS test, and that's the venison steak test. No sense even bringing it out in the field if it can't do this. Oh yeah. Like I always says, son, it just don't get no better than that.